info series, like I mentioned. It's just kind of an online information session designed to help bridge the gap between our on-campus and now online events, so that you feel a little bit more connected and you can get your questions answered. So I'll go ahead and go through this, but first, so that you are aware of everyone that's talking, these are your hosts. So again, my name is Maureen Smith, for those that have just entered. I'm the External Engagement Coordinator at Mercy College of Health Sciences. And it's my job normally to help facilitate events on campus specifically, so that students that come onto campus know what they're doing, where they're doing it, and all of that good stuff. So it's normally my job to make sure that you know everything about Mercy College that there is to know. I also work primarily with our financial aid office as well, so I have a lot of knowledge about that and the processes that we go through for that. So if you have any questions for that at the end, just let me know. Right now, Andy, our Director of Admissions, is in our chat feature for this online video. So if you have any questions, I'm actually just gonna have a couple of rules of housekeeping really quick. If you have any questions as we go through this presentation, just shoot them out to Andy in the chat feature. He'll answer them one-on-one, post some links for you as we go through our presentation. And then at the end, for anybody who comes in late, I'll have some verbal question and answers too, where I can respond to those chat questions as well. So please just keep all of your microphones muted. That way we're not competing for audio. Normally, I'm totally fine with everyone yelling at me during a presentation. That sounded sarcastic, but it wasn't. I love it when people ask me questions because these are designed for you to answer your questions. So if I'm not touching on a topic that you want to know more about, please let me know. If you have those questions though, I do want you to use the chat feature just for today. So again, we're not competing with that audio. Right now, I would really appreciate it if everyone was able to go into the chat feature and just sign in with your name. So just submit your name. You can do it to Captain Jack. He's our mascot, sort of, for Mercy College. You can do it to him personally, or you can do it in the general chat. But just type your name into that chat feature so that we know who all is in this meeting, and we can possibly get you some swag when we're back on campus. Otherwise, it should be pretty straightforward. Once again, just shoot out those questions to us in the chat and we'll get them answered by the end of the presentation. Okay. So a few updates about where we're at on campus. I know that a lot of you have noticed this is not Mercy College campus. So we are working remotely for the time being, most likely through the end of the spring semester. So our spring semester for our students will take place online with learning remote options for our students through the end of the spring semester. We do anticipate being back on campus for our summer with our regular face-to-face sessions. But as of right now, all of our staff and faculty are working remotely to help answer all of those questions and get any help that you might need as you get ready to start classes. So feel free to reach out to us. We are always available. Just because we're working remotely does not mean that we are unable to help you with whatever you might need. So please reach out to us if you have any questions. That being said, I mentioned our summer term is expected to return to normal face-to-face operations. Those terms beginnings will be on May 18th for accelerated BSN program and May 26th for the regular program. So those two start dates are up in front of you. They're also on our website in multiple places. One thing that I would recommend, if you have any questions or concerns, or you want to stay updated on anything that's going on campus, check our website. That URL in front of you, that nchs.edu/health, is going to be the most up-to-date resource for you and any coronavirus updates that we have for our campus. That being said, we also have a very active social media. So if you have any questions and you're not quite sure where to go on our website, just check our Facebook. Sometimes that's updated more frequently than our website is. So if you have any questions, that might be a good place to look as well. We're active on all of our social media accounts. So there's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, if that's what you choose to follow. But we're pretty active on all of those. So definitely check our social media as well as our website. It's just a good way to stay up to date on what's going on campus, especially now when things can change so quickly from a day-to-day basis. So we'll go ahead and get to the reason that you're all here with our Purple and Green Info series. So like I mentioned, this info series is specifically designed with our students in mind to make sure that you are able to get the resources and the support that you need in the between time between now and the start of term for the summer. So we know that normally we'd be able to help you more on campus and facilitate those one-on-one interactions with our financial aid or admissions teams. But if you have any questions whatsoever, we just wanted you to know that we are still here for you to answer those questions. And one way that we are going to try and bridge that gap is through this Purple and Green Info series to help get you the tips and tricks necessary to start with the ground running on the first day of classes. So it'll be a series of live video chats via Zoom, just like this one. They're all free, all conducted online. They'll all start roughly about 12 o'clock as well. I know I was a couple minutes late just to kind of catch any stragglers that we had coming in. But they'll last about half hour to 45 minutes, depending on which topics you sign up for. And they're meant to dive deep into those topics that are important to Mercy College students. So the things that you might not cover in your orientation or the things that you might forget to ask during your orientation normally, we'll try to cover here for you. Just so you have a better idea of the different resources that are available, the different faces that go with those resources and all of that. We'll also cover some important reminders and tips for your success. So some deadlines we'll go over. We'll go over some how-to tutorials and things like that in all of these sessions. I do want to stress that if you are unable to make it to any of these sessions, we are going to post them on our website after the live sessions have concluded. So if you can't make it to the live video, that's totally fine. We want you to feel like you can still participate, however. So be sure to check our website for any updates for those videos. Links will be emailed out as well. And that way you can still participate even if you're not able to check in with the live video. That being said, these are designed for you, and we want to make sure that we're covering the topics that are important to you. So please try to tune in if you have an interest in those so that we can get those questions answered and you're not left wondering. Okay. So you might be wondering, what is the info series? So we have, can everyone still hear me? Maybe? Okay, let's try. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so so what is the info series? So these are going to be a series of live chats. Like I mentioned, again, at 12 p.m. they'll start so that you can kind of tune in over your lunch hour. They'll last about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. And these listed on your screen are what are listed on our website as well for your sign up. So we have several different options available with different topics for you to choose from. And like I said, please try to tune in if you have a topic that interests you. We want to get those questions answered if you have any. So April 14th is going to be our next one. That's just a week from today, and that's all about living in Des Moines. So I know we have a lot of students that are coming from out of state. So this will cover all different kinds of things from housing availability and the different resources available for students in Des Moines. I myself am not a Des Moines native. I'm from Kansas, and I thought I would live and breathe Kansas all my life. But I moved here about 2 years ago with my husband, and I have loved Des Moines ever since. So it's definitely our new hometown, and we both really love it. There's just tons to do here and lots of different things to get involved in. So we'll cover some of those next week during our Living in Des Moines session. April 30th is going to be our Secret to Understanding My Mercy. My Mercy is our student portal here at Mercy College of Health Sciences. So we have lots of different opportunities for you to learn a little bit more about how that goes and where to go for viewing your financial aid, how to view your schedule, how to pay your bill. Bills are typically finalized about a month out from the start of term. So by April 30th, you should have an idea of what your bill is. So we'll show you how to get to that, how to apply your financial aid and all of that good stuff. So lots of fun on April 30th, but important stuff to understand your student portal. On May 7th, we'll cover campus resources. So we'll look at all of the different things that Mercy College has to offer in terms of on-campus and off-campus resources, especially now. It's really important to highlight the different online resources that we have available for our students, so that if you, for some reason, couldn't make it to campus someday, you're still able to contact our librarian or message our IT. All of that good stuff will be covered on May 7th. And then finally, May 19th, which is pretty much exactly a week out from the start of our regular term, we'll cover some last minute tips and tricks for your first day of school. So we'll go over how to get your student ID, where to park when you're on campus and at your clinicals. All of the things that you'll kind of need to know in order to get everything going on during your first week of school, so you have a better idea of what all needs to be done. So we'll cover lots of different things in these next few info sessions. All of our signups are available online, so you just go to that URL that you see in front of you, that mchs.edu/info series. You'll notice a lot of our URLs are really, really easy to navigate. They're really easy to remember. If you, again, cannot make any of these info sessions, don't worry. We'll still post them on our website. We just wanted to have these opportunities available for you to ask your questions one-on-one, so that we can get those answered for you and you feel a little bit more confident when you step onto campus on that first day. Okay. So there are some things that you can do now before the start of term that will help make some things a little bit easier along the way. The first, obviously, is to sign up for any other sessions of the Purple and Green Info series that you're interested in. So a lot of you I know have already signed up or completed orientation, and that is awesome. You are automatically enrolled in our Purple and Green Info series, but there are many other sessions, as you've just seen, available on our website. So go ahead and go to mchs.edu/info series, sign up for any of those sessions that interest you, sign up for all of those sessions if they all interest you, and we'll make sure that you have those resources you need to start successfully on your first day. The next thing, turn in any official transcripts that you haven't already. If we're missing some final grades from the schools that you're attending now, make sure that you send us your final transcripts from those schools. That way we can get you your official admission decision and any other transfer credits that you might be eligible to receive. If you haven't finished your orientation or you haven't started your orientation yet, be sure to do that and submit all of the forms on that online course in our D2L system. That'll be your best friend, all of that information in your orientation. It's just a really great way to make sure that you know kind of what's going on in your classes, how to navigate everything. These Purple and Green Info series are meant to be kind of more supplemental to help cover anything that you still have questions on. So your orientation is going to cover a lot of really good information that'll be important as a student. And again, make sure to submit all forms so that your orientation is considered complete, and then you can register for your classes. If you haven't already, go ahead and submit your FAFSA. Make sure to include our school code. That is the best way that we are able to determine your financial aid eligibility. And as a bonus, you still have until April 15th to complete your Mercy College of Health Sciences application scholarship application. There we go. So that is again found on our website, mchs.edu/scholarships. It normally will only last between March 1st and 31st to kind of, those are usually our scholarship rounds throughout the year to make sure that students have funding. This year, because of everything that's going on, we know everyone's lives are a little hectic. So we've included them, or extended the deadline to April 15th. So go ahead and submit that. It's one application for about 30 different scholarships. And our financial aid team does all of the matching in terms of eligibility or requirements or criteria. So we try to make it as easy on you as possible. So fill out your scholarship application ASAP. The next, you can start to check out some housing options. College Hill Apartments is actually a separate entity from Mercy College of Health Sciences, but we share a building with them on our campus. So a lot of our students will live in College Hill Apartments and then walk down to their nursing labs or walk down to their classes or the Student Success Center. So it's a really great opportunity for our students to be able to live on campus, even though they're technically separate from us. So check out that website that's right there, that collegehilldsn.com, and contact Lynn Marie. She's the property manager. and she'll get you set up with a tour if you're interested in viewing those apartments. And then as always, feel free to contact us with any questions. Like I said, we're all working remotely, but we are still very much accessible. You can go to mchs.edu/help for any questions or contact information or anything like that to get set up with either a video chat, a phone call, an email, anything like that. We are always available to answer your questions.